All right, guys, so everybody wants to get rid of that nasty shot with their driver. You know, that big balloony high ball that goes absolutely nowhere. So this week, we are going to talk to you about how to hit up on your driver and create the perfect launch conditions to hit the ball farther and straighter and have a lot more fun playing golf. Hey guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please hit the like button, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what's going on with your golf game, and I'll shoot a future video for you. And please hit the subscribe button. We're building a great community here, and I appreciate everyone joining in. So if we're trying to hit solid golf shots with a driver, we have to have a fundamental understanding of what we are trying to do when we're working in impact. And we are trying to get an ascending blow. The club head should be traveling up into the ball so we can create perfect launch conditions. We're also trying to decrease the amount of loft on the club in impact. So that conversation, it gets down to spin loft. Spin loft is just the difference between the club's angle of attack and the dynamic loft at the moment of impact. The tighter that relationship we have, the better off we're going to be. We're going to get less spin. We're going to see a lot less loft delivered, so that high fall off ball will start going away. Now, one of the important things when we're trying to deal with spin loft is you have to create enough speed. Now, most people who are sitting here watching this are able to get the speed that they need in order to get a golf ball up in the air. You're not going to have to try and put a lot of loft on it to get it up in the air like someone that's a little kid, real elderly player would have to worry about. So one of the big keys when we're trying to get that set up, okay, we want to make sure the golf ball is far enough up in our stance, okay? That is a huge key to being able to see ourselves hit up on it. Now, once we get it far enough up in our stance, when we set up, we want to feel as though our head is slightly tilted behind the ball and we have an inclination in our shoulder, okay? Now, we're going to attempt to work back into the golf ball with that inclination and with our head behind the golf ball when we get down to it. But from that setup position, we're going to work everything back, get our big turn. Now, when we start coming down, we want to feel that I'm looking at the back of that golf ball. Okay, if I can keep my eye on the back of it and then work everything up into it and then finish with this extension and a little bit of back bend, I'm going to put myself in position where I can really hit up on it. So once I have that understanding of what I need to do, I need to start looking at faults that I see a lot of golfers have. If I put myself in a position where my hands are moving too far out early, or my club head is getting way too far outside my hands, I'm going to have to do something where I can't just keep turning on this. There's no way I'm going to be able to get this motion going to hit up on it where it stays way behind if my hands are moving too far out. I'm going to have to do something with my body and compensate the pivot and make it incredibly difficult to hit up on it. Now, a lot of players just keep going from that position and smother across it with an open face, which adds loft while you're hitting down, which increases the spin loft and creates that big banana nasty balloon shot. So on the other side of the spectrum, a lot of players can save a position where they're getting the club too far behind them because they're going to still be moving up. Now, the problem with that, even though you're getting the ascending blow, we're still adding too much loft. So it's incredibly important with a driver to get the club working on a proper path coming down. We want to see that when we're working down, the club head is tracking just behind the hands until it gets down to parallel. And then in this position, we've done it just underneath the hands and just behind the hands, okay? So if I'm looking down the line, I'd be able to see my hands here. The club head's not blocking it at all. And from here, I'm able to just rotate everything out and get myself in that good position. If we are trying to hit the golf ball farther, we want to make sure we're hitting up on it. We want to make sure we're not adding any excessive loft into the strike. Once we start adding that, we're going to go off the rails quickly. So make sure you put yourself in a good position where the club's coming down on a good plane. Record yourself. That's going to tell you a lot about what's happening in the golf swing. We start seeing the club head out here, we know we're in trouble. If it's getting back here, we're going to have a hard time getting back into it. Now, if you can identify which of those you're doing in your golf swing, this Tuesday, I'm going to come out with a video, Adjust the Drills, where I give you tons of drills in order to help you hit up on your driver and put yourself in a good position to make a solid strike every time. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.